In this video, I will illustrate how you can remove objects from your 360-degree photos using a Windows application called Affinity, which is available for approximately $25 at the time of this recording. If you do not have the Affinity photo editing application, you can download it for free from affinity.com. You just need to enter in some details such as your name and email address. After submitting your information, you will receive an email that will have the product key for Affinity Photo, Affinity Designer, and Affinity Publisher, and a link to download the file. Once the file is downloaded, go ahead and open the Affinity application to install it. If you want to change the path to where the program gets installed, go ahead and do so, and then select Install. Once you see Setup completed successfully, go ahead and select Close. When you go to open the app, enter I have a product key. When prompted, enter your product key, and then accept the agreement. Once you have the Affinity application open, select File, select Open. Go to the location containing the 360 image that you want to edit, and then select the image, and then select Open. Next, select Layer, Live Projection, and then Equirectangular Projection. Press your left mouse button in and hold it in, and then we can scroll up and down in the image to the location of the object we're wanting to remove, whether it be a tripod, a person, or some other object. Once we're there, if we want to zoom in, we can press Control on our Windows keyboard and then roll the mouse wheel in or up, and that will zoom in on the image. If we roll our mouse wheel down, it will zoom out. All right, so then next, the tool that we're looking for is here. It is called the In-Painting Brush tool. I find this one would be the easiest to use. There might be cases where you want to use the other brushes as well, but this is the main one we're going to illustrate here today. So we're going to select In-Painting Brush tool. Up at the top, we have control over the width of the brush. So if we want a smaller brush, we can change that. Or if we need a larger brush, we can scroll to the right and increase the pixel size of the brush. Next, press in the left mouse button over the object that you're wanting to remove, and then don't release the left mouse button. Keep on drawing with the mouse, and then just fill in whatever object that you're wanting to remove. Once you're done, let go of the left mouse button, and then wait for the object to get removed. Now, if there's another object that you want to remove, we can just go ahead here and then remove this object by clicking the mouse once over that object. And then that one is also removed. Next, what we want to do is select Layer, Live Projection, and then Edit Live Projection. Now we're back in an area where we can press in the left mouse wheel and scroll around in the image to see if there's any other objects we want to remove. And I'm looking here, I see there's a piece of trash. So maybe I'll zoom in on that slightly by pressing in my Control key and rolling the mouse wheel. I will go ahead and select the In-Painting Brush tool. I probably don't need the tool to be that big, so I will go ahead and make the brush size much smaller and draw over that object. So there we have another object removed. So we just need to do that repeatedly until you have any objects that you want removed out of the photo, like cigarette butts, or maybe these are rocks, we don't really know. So you can just endlessly touch up the image. Once you're done doing that editing, go up to Layer, Live Projection, and then select Remove Projection. Now we're back to the original view of the image. I am zoomed in currently, so I'm going to press my Control button and roll my mouse wheel backwards, and then you can see that we have this full image on screen at the same time. All we need to do now is select File, Export, save it as JPEG. Under More, make sure Embed Metadata is checked. It is checked by default, so the only way it probably would not be checked is if you change that setting at some point in the application after installing it. So we have JPEG, select Export, go to the location where you want to export the file. Let's just go and do it let's just put it in a new folder called Marcus. Make it easier to spot for the next step. Select Save. Next, we can go ahead and get out of the Affinity application And here we have a Facebook account. So let's go and delete this image out here. Move to trash. Doo, 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 doo. There we go. That one is gone. So we select photo video in Facebook. We'll select desktop. Select the folder where the image was saved. We put it in this folder called Marcus. Select the image. Select open. Now, one weird quirk that I've noticed as of mid-February of 2021 is that when I upload a lot of these 360 photos to Facebook, on this screen there should be in the lower right-hand corner a symbol that indicates it's a 360 photo. Sometimes it's appearing in my Chrome web browser, sometimes it's not. I spent probably a half hour trying to figure out why my images were all messed up and why they weren't 360 images after I exported them. And then finally I stumbled across the fact that there's some sort of flaw going on here. And if I just ignore the fact that there's no 360 icon and select post, it will post the image. And as you can see here, it is a 360 image that did end up getting posted. So just a little tip there. So now we can scroll down to where I used to be standing. You can't see me at all. So now we've totally edited that image in Affinity Photo to remove the tripod, or in this case, me. If you found this video helpful, please consider giving it a thumbs up. If you'd like to get notifications when I release other videos, please select the bell notification icon. And also please consider subscribing to my channel. Thanks for watching the video, and I hope to see you in my next video.